Hello, welcome to my demo DIY Wednesday. Today I'm gonna show you how to make an actual granny square. Now there are grannies that are round or rectangle or oblong or whatever dimension, however you want it, but this one I'm making today is a square. So it's called a granny square. And I just have, this is kind of what I'm mocking, but I'm only doing like 3 rows. It's a huge one. And this is just one that's a granny square too, but it's kind of different design in the middle. And this one I put in a slipper, actually have like a flower in the middle. But today I'm showing you the center of this one. So keep watching and learning. And if you want to see any other type of videos from me, a how-to video in crochet or knitting, please comment in my YouTube comment section. I would really appreciate it. So without further ado, please go to YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, and watch my video on this demo Wednesday. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Today I'm going to show you how to make a granny square, a crochet granny square. This is the one I'm basing it on, but I'm not gonna go this big. I'm only going to use 3 colors, but there's so many different ways to make granny squares. This is another one that I've made in the past. I'm still thinking about what to do with them. I think I have 4, but I need a few more. To make something from it. And this is one I actually put in a slipper. See, it's like a flower type, but there's so many different types, but this one I'm showing you today is the easiest, simplest one to make. So all I need is a 5mm hook, which is a H8. I just find with worsted weight yarn, which I'm using, the 5mm is the best for it, unless you're making something you need to go smaller or bigger, then you would go change the needle size. A scissors to end all my rounds, and I'm just doing 3 colors, so I just want 3 unique colors. But let's start with the white, and for this we're gonna start with a magic circle. So you put the yarn around your finger and you take your needle and pull up that one there, and you chain 3. You always start a double crochet with 3, and you work 2 double crochet into the circle, right? See, we still have the circle. I kind of work around the little piece hanging off. I know some people do, some people don't. I just find it easier to pull when I'm finished. And then I chain 2, and I work again 3 double crochets into the circle. Then I chain 2 again, 1, 2, and I work 3 double crochets again into the circle, 2, 3. And then for the last closing one, I'm pulling it as I'm going as well, making the hole a little smaller. 2 again, 2 chains, and 3 double crochet into the circle. 1, 2, 3. When I first learned to crochet and I figured out I could do more than just doilies, I start making granny squares and doing little purses. So I'm gonna close it now, and you do 2 chains. I pull the that piece that was hanging tight to close up the hole. See, you see how small the hole got. And then I end with a slip stitch in the 3rd chain of the first 3 chains, in the top of the 3rd chain. And that's our first square, right? So if you're looking at this big one, it's this first little square here that I made. Okay. Now I don't really end off every rung as I'm going, just to save time. So what I do, I slip stitch in that next 2, 1, 2, top of 2 double crochets, and slip stitch into the space, the first space. See, slip stitch in there, And then I pick up my next color with a slip stitch. I tighten it and I start all over again by chaining 3, 1, 2, 3. And for the first set of double crochets, I work 2 double crochet into that end. And see, now I have 3 because I'm counting this 3 chain. Now and throughout, you always count this 3 chain as a double crochet. I chain 2 again, and in that same hole I go 1, 2, 3. Now to get over to the next corner, because from here on out you're going to be just working on the corners. To get over to the next corner, I chain 1 and I work 3 double crochet in the next corner. 2, 3. And again I chain 2, and in that same corner I work 1, 2, 3. See, you can see it forming, the square is coming out. Then to get over to the next corner, again you chain 1 and then you do 1, 2, 3 double crochet in that corner. Then you chain 2 and you do 3 double crochet in that next corner, right? And then you chain 1 again, and for the last corner you work 3 double crochet in that corner, right? You chain 2 and you work 3 double crochet in that corner again. Then you chain 1 and we end again. At the beginning you count 1, 2, 3 and you put a slip stitch in the top of that starting 3 chains, right? So you can see it's like a perfect granny square. And once again I slip stitch across 1, 2 and 1 in the first opening, and I add my third color. See, I haven't cut anything yet. I just find that it saves time for me cutting, especially if I change my mind, I want to change the colors. If I've cut it, then I've lost some of that yarn. So to conserve, I also don't cut my yarn until I'm totally finished. 1, 2, 3. We start again, same as we did before. Yarn over and go 1, 2 in that first corner. So we have our first 3. Chain 2 and work 3 double crochet in that same corner. I tend to work over my ends too as I'm going along so that I don't have so much stuff to weave in when I'm done. So I did the first corner as you can see, and I chain 1, and here I do 3 here, 3 not 1 chain space, right, to get to the next corner, and I do 1 again, and I do 3 here, 2. Ooh, I have little knots on this one. That's okay. 3, and then I do 2 in the corner and another 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then I chain 1 again and do 3, 1, 2, 3 in that center 1 chain space. There you go. Chain 1 again, go to the next corner and do 1, 2, 3, and then I do 2 chains, and again in that same corner I do 3 double crochet. 1, 2. When you see me going 1, 2, 3, it's because it's 3 double crochet, and 1 is 1 chain, and then we do 3. 1, 2, 3, because that's 3 double crochet. Then we do 1 again, and we do 1, 2, 3, and then we do 2 here, and then we do 1, 2, 3, do 1 chain and 3 in that 1 chain space, the last 1 chain space that we have, and then you do one chain, and again you end with a slip stitch in the top of the first 3 chain worked. Voila, there's my granny square. So if you can see this one, it's like right here, see, 1 2 3, we work this whole part right here. And you can continue doing this with any color. You can use one color. You can just continue and continue till you get as big as you want. I did this one in 100% cotton, and I just pick some colors that kind of look good together. You could go with whatever color you want once again, and that's what did it. So thank you for watching how to make your first granny square. It's super easy. It's beginner crochet, and you just have to keep practicing. It has to come out as a square. If it's not a square, it's not a granny square. Remember that. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.